So in this video, we're going to be doing another mock draft, but this time it's going to be for the 2021 NBA draft. So if you guys missed my version with this 2020 draft of this year's class, make sure you go and check it out. I'll put a link to it in the description below, as well as in the top right hand corner. And if you guys enjoy basketball, whether it's 2K, it's discussions, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this channel and turn on post notifications. But anyways, guys, like I said before, we are here for the 2021, a way too early 2021 mock draft, and obviously, there's a lot of great players in this class. Personally, I think that 2021 is better than 2020, mainly because it has a lot more players with star to superstar potential. I feel like in the class of 2020, it's really just Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, or maybe even Danny Avdija who actually have star potential in this year's draft. However, we look at next year's drafts, with Jalen Green, with Cade Cunningham, there's so many more players with so much more upside. But that's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This is not going to be a long video at all. I mean, the college season, we don't even know if we're going to be having one yet. And there has been so many more routes for so many more of these players. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of players that actually rise and come out of nowhere. So yeah, I do plan on making a video talking about some of the most underrated players in this year's class, but let's just get straight into my list. With the #1 overall pick, I think it's gonna be Cade Cunningham. I mean, Cade Cunningham, 6'7", 6'8", big point guard. To me, he's looking like Ben Simmons with a jump shot. He has a bunch of confidence. He's an amazing playmaker. He plays defense. He can shoot the ball. He can finish. Every single thing about him, to me, he has no weaknesses. Like, he has no weaknesses at all. He's going to Oklahoma State, but let's be real, none of these blue chip colleges even matter anymore. He's gonna go over there and dominate the Big 12 and be amazing. For me, the first and second pick goes one of two ways. If you're picking Cade #1, you already know who I'm going with the second overall pick. Jalen Green. Jalen Green, the first player of the NBA G League select team, to me, already the smartest player in this class. Forget college, we're going straight to the G League. I'm getting $500K, I'm getting free college later on, and I'm actually getting to play against better competition. I'm getting to work out with NBA trainers, and scouts actually get to evaluate me. So yeah, most of the time I think that this would be a bad idea because some of the prospects won't actually be able to, live up to it. But I think that Jalen Green is another player. Him and Cade really have no weaknesses in their game. The only thing about Cade is I think Cade has a slightly higher IQ, but Jalen Green is another player with really no weaknesses. He's a really good finisher at the rim. He's really athletic. He's even way more athletic than Cade. He's like 6'4", 6'5", somewhere in that range. He's a great scorer. He's a great finisher. He should be a good defender, and he's just an amazing player all around. I think that he's gonna do really, really well in the G League, and the best part about it, he gets to work on his game. He gets to get the right coaching. He gets to work on his game and just focus on basketball completely. And I think that that's gonna be a major advantage to him. The third overall pick is where my list is gonna differ from a lot of other places. I have it going to Brandon Boston Jr. And I know that sounds insane. I've seen him sometimes at pick number 7, sometimes at pick number like 10. It really just depends, but from what I've seen, he has that it factor. Once again, he's a really good player. To me, his biggest hole or the biggest weakness to me, I feel like he needs to work on his playmaking. And I also feel like it's his size. Yeah, he's like 6'7", 6'8" maybe, but he's really, really skinny. He reminds me a lot of Brandon Ingram, and it's not just because he's light-skinned. The way that he plays, he's a really good shooter, he's a really good scorer, he has a ton of confidence, and he has that dog in him. Like, you can literally see it in a lot of those games. He's also a good defender as well. There is tons of upside. Every single time that you go to college, you get stronger and you get bigger. That's why these players arrive during summer and their season doesn't start until the winter. There is a reason for that. I think that Brandon Boston, any doubts scouts have, which mainly has been his size because he's really, really skinny. He's even skinnier than like Brandon Ingram at Duke. I think he's going to be great. And I think that we're looking at the next Kentucky one and done player. I think he's going to be phenomenal. With the 4th overall pick, I have that going to Jonathan Kaminga, another player in the G League select team. Even though there are questions about his game, I think him coming in as literally a raw prospect with a ton of upside isn't a gardener him being a top 5 pick. Defensively, he's amazing. He is a really good player, and look, he started playing basketball like 5 years ago or so, and he's improved so much every single year. Every single year, his offensive game is getting better and better and better. There's no hitch in his jump shot. He just needs to work on it and make it more. So I definitely think that he's gonna do amazing. Currently, I've been seeing him going 3rd or maybe 2nd in every single mock draft. I do think that these other guys might prove themselves more. However, I think that nonetheless, he will be a top 5 pick in the 2021 NBA draft. I feel like the only question mark for him is that all of these G League select guys are playing on the same team. And I don't think that like there is a scenario where this does not help him at all, because just looking at the roster he's on, it's Jalen Green, it's him, it's Deshaun Nix, it's Isaiah Todd, it's Kai Soto. There's so many guys who want to prove themselves. That might be to his detriment. However, scouts getting the chance to like see him more and knowing where he's been practicing and learning from, that could be something that they overlook. With the 5th overall pick, I have that going to Evan Mobley out of USC. Now, Mobley is somebody where I've seen him as a top 3 pick, top 4 pick every single time. He's fairly versatile for like his size. He can dribble the ball a little bit. He can score the ball as well. I think that the one thing that I question him about is that I didn't really see him show up in some games, and I can't lie. The image of Mikey Williams dunking on him as a freshman is engraved in my mind. I think he's really talented. However, I just feel like some of the guys in front of him, they have a better chance to really show out. Granted, he's gonna go to USC with his brother and just dominate there, put up insane numbers. However, I feel like some of these other players are just in better scenario. I feel like they're gonna have a better season, and that's not even knock at him. I think he's still going to be great, and I still have him going top 5. With the 6th overall pick, that's where things get a little hazy, because I feel like all of these players are low-key in the same tier. But starting off at pick number 6, I have Jalen Johnson out of Duke University. Big forward. He's like 6'8", 6'9", and he's actually built. But yeah, he's a good playmaker, he's a good finisher, he's a good scorer. He has the potential to actually be a great defender as well. We literally have a forward here who's like 6'8", really, really high IQ, can play make, can score, can pretty much do everything you want. I would be shocked if he makes it out of the top 10. At number 7, we have Jalen Suggs, and he's going to Gonzaga. Now, normally Gonzaga is literally for a bunch of juniors and seniors, and they get drafted really, really late. But Jalen Suggs is different because he's somebody who had an offer from everyone. I think he was top 5 in the entire country as far as ranking goes, but dude has no holes in his game at all. I think that the only thing that could actually hold him back is probably Gonzaga's system and them really wanting to play with seniors and stuff. But as far as talent goes, he's probably the best two-way player in this entire draft. He can play offense, he can play defense very, very well. He's really quick, he's super athletic, and he has a really high IQ. He's a really good player, like he's really, really good. At pick number 8, we have Zaire Williams, another player coming out of Sierra Canyon, but he's going to Stanford. Like, he shook the world with that announcement, but he's another guy that I think he has that it factor. Like, I feel like he's somebody with a ton of confidence, a really team-oriented player. And even though he might not show out, like, I think he's going to show out because he's clearly the best player at Stanford. But having these guys who actually put their team first, I think he's that kind of guy. His senior year at Sierra Canyon, he's a big shot maker. We saw that clutch shot everywhere on SportsCenter, ESPN, that game winner, which would have sent them, I believe, to the state championship, but then, happened. But just looking at his overall game, he's a really good offensive player with a really, really high IQ. And once again, he's like 6'7", 6'8". Teams are gonna love that. At pick number 9, I have Terrance Shannon Jr. coming out of Texas Tech. Now, he will definitely be in one of my underrated videos. I think that this year at Tech, without Jamias Ramsey there, I think he's gonna break out. Because if you watch some of those Tech games last year, you could see that, Shannon might have been better than like Ramsey. He's super explosive. He's a great defensive player. He is a bucket. Like, he is a straight up bucket. I feel like he's gonna break out this season. Tech always has one of those guys every single year who always breaks out. They always have an amazing season. And I think once again, Coach Beard doesn't do his thing, but I think that Terrance Shannon is probably one of the better Texas Tech players that I've seen. And at number 10, we have Caleb Love coming out of UNC, the University of North Carolina. He's another one of those prospects to where I see so much talent, really skilled player. He's super athletic. He's a great player one-on-one as well. And I feel like he's really going to have success. Now, of course, the Cole Anthony effect could happen as well. I think for right now, I think he could have a really good season. But anyways, guys, that is the video. Let me know y'all's mock draft in the comment section below. What do you guys think some of these guys are going? Let me know if I left anybody off this list. I'm sure there was somebody out there who scouted these players way more and watched every single game. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about any of these players. And also make sure you go ahead and like up this video and of course subscribe. 2K is coming this Friday. I got a lot of stuff planned for that. So make sure to go ahead and turn on your post notifications as well. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace, y'all.